So people say that for the first time in Ekiti, well, not just people say, I mean, it's obvious that for the first time in Ekiti, the same party has now retained power. That's something that has never happened since 1999. As many would say, the jinx has been broken. Let's get your thoughts on this, because this is your party that has now retained power. What are the issues that you think played in your favor?
Well, the most important, or let me say the most potent one, happened to be the intervention of our presidential candidate in person of Bola Tinubu. His intervention was very timely. I do say, and I will say it here on national TV, that the best time to unite Ekiti progressives was shortly before the elections. But it probably didn't happen among them that time. But the next best time is now that the elections are done with and over and won by the progressives. So I would say that the role played by Bola Tinubu is just a fantastic one. He has shown leadership. His intervention was very timely. And not just timely, it was direct to the point. Winning the election first, then other things will follow later. You can hear the governor-elect saying that the next thing is to set up the transition committee. I will expect that going forward, the governor should walk the talk from that moment, bring in all the sides of the division, compose them into the transition committee, and then move forward from there.
But why your camp is celebrating this as a victory, there are some political parties who seem to think that this is not victory. For example, the former governor, Shegun's camp, are alleging result manipulation by your party, and they're also saying that there was a massive vote buying by the APC. How do you respond to this?
I will say that it's normal in every contest. Even soccer that we all see, watch and play, people will allege all sorts of things. It's normal, it's usual. But let me assure you that all these will be a thing of the past. Once we are able to resolve our division, once we speak and work as one, as the progressives in Ekiti. And people say this is not a victory. If it's not a victory, what is it? Anybody should tell me. The results have been declared. We all saw the figures. So it's a victory for me, and it's a victory for democracy. At any point in time, it is a signal to every other party out there that we are coming strongly in 2023.
I don't know if Nigerians will say that this is a victory for democracy, because we saw there were clips on social media where people were celebrating how much they had gotten. There was no part. I mean, the name of the party wasn't mentioned. We'll clear that out. But even CSOs and election observers are saying that almost all the parties, if not all the parties, were involved in vote buying. But let's get to your candidate who is now the governor-elect. He was making a speech there, we saw in that report by our reporter, and he said, there's something I want to quote where he said, though we did not have your vote at this time, we will earn your trust and cooperation as we begin the journey of keeping Ekiti State working. Yeah. Now, he mentioned not earning the vote, but not having the vote, but earning the trust. What do you think that he needs to do to earn the trust of Ekiti people?
When he said he didn't have the vote, it didn't mean that he didn't have the winning votes.
He was speaking to those who did not vote for him. Absolutely.
That's number one. Number two, going forward, I've said it, the constitution of the transition committee will tell a lot about whether we are going to go forward as one or still divided. Then the third thing is that when you talk about vote buying and all the rest, thank you for clarifying that the parties were not mentioned in vote buying and things like that. But let me say categorically that you can't there's no perfect system anywhere. Even American election was contested and won and lost, but there were counter-accusation everywhere. And I believe that democracy the one we have in Nigeria is in the works. It's works in progress. And definitely we're going to get there. We keep perfecting the system and making it work as we go on. So that's what I expect.
All right. We'll see what follows. The Shegodika was saying that they are seeking legal redress. So we'll see how that plays out. Thank you so much for talking to us. National Secretary, SWAGA 23, Bosun Oladele.
Thank you for having me.